Hello, it's your boy Dapper the Don, and I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Today is going to be the first day I make a video that helps out the ladies of the Dapper Nation, if there is any. I mean, don't get me wrong, this will help a lot of guys out, but in terms of using this video as a reference. This is a video to the question most of us had to deal with and thought we were the problem. But the Don is here to shield you from the shame and help you better understand what you're going through. The subject of the day today is post-nut clarity. Now, if you're a woman seeing this, I want you to know you're not going to like what you hear. You will be mad, you will feel away, and you will feel offended. The best thing I can tell you is to leave this video and save yourself the hurt feelings. Another thing I can tell you is that this is just the Don opinion. You don't have to agree if it doesn't apply. Let it fly. Now for the guys, I know some of you are into the no-fap culture, and I want you to know I'm proud of you and I'm glad something is working out for you. But what I want you guys to understand is what necessarily works for you won't work for every other man on this earth. With that being said, this video will be talking about a certain activity that you guys have been sober from, and I don't want to be here playing with crack in front of recovering crack addicts. So I suggest you also don't watch this video and continue your journey. Now let's get into it. A small little story for you guys. Last 2 nights ago, I was on Instagram scrolling and swiping through people's stories. It was 12 at midnight, and I honestly should have been asleep because I was an hour past demon time. Now for those who don't know what demon time is, as the Urban Dictionary says, demon time is any time of the night past 11 p.m., a time of pure fuckery, when the boys come out to play. People's feelings are not taken into account. An individual may start saying some out-of-pocket shit. Now ladies, the reason when you're talking to a dude at night and your conversation goes from what's your favorite color to what's your favorite position is because around demon time, a guy is then purely thinking with his Johnson. Most men are asleep around demon time, and all that horny energy that comes from demon time is stored in the morning wood they get. Anytime I'm talking to a girl and I see it's getting late, I tell her it's time to go to bed. When she complains that it's too early to go to sleep, I let her know, love, demon time is coming and I don't want to dirty my face with you, so we will have to continue this conversation tomorrow. After explaining to her what demon time is, if she's still telling me to stay on the phone, then it's fair game at that point. But anyway, I'm deep into demon time and I'm seeing the Instagram of girls I ghosted, and I'm not going to lie, they were looking pretty tight to your boy, or so I thought. There was this one girl we are going to call Trish who I ghosted after she had a panic attack after we had sex and almost died, which is a whole other story time. But yeah, she was looking right. Now I had my reasons why I ghosted her, but I wasn't hearing any of that now. So I go and start watching her stories and going through her feed. The more I go through it, the more I'm having flashbacks to the time when I smashed. Now this girl knew how to work that thing, if you know what I mean. Some people be talking about the Gawk 3000, but this girl gave me the Gawk 6000 premium model. So now I'm telling myself, bro, so what if she had an attitude problem that meow meow was off the chain? So what if she was arrested for trying to strangle someone that mouth was mouthing? So I went back to her story and saw she posted a caption saying, "Sorry I ghosted you for 2 months, my phone died." I thought it was relatable since I ghosted her, so I liked it and replied to it with the eyes emoji. After I sent the message, I'm thinking to myself what excuse I'm going to tell her on why I ghosted her, and the horny in me is just going crazy, like I'm feeling like Goku when he first turned into the SSJ. So I start going on Tinder and just swipe right on the fat hoes that are like 2s and 3s because it would be easier to smash one of them within a week with the type of riz I will be throwing. I'm going and going, and then it hits me. I say to myself, Don, you so down bad right now, you're about to hit rock bottom. I snap back to myself and say, yeah, I need to calm this shit all the way down. So as any normal man does when it's late at night, I meditated to some Violet Myers. As soon as I'm done with the exercise, I finally feel like myself. And I just start thinking about the political and economic state of the world right now, and then it hits me like a freight train. I realized that not only did I swipe right on a bunch of 2S and 3S, but I also just DM'd a psycho bitch who's too rude for her own good. I immediately went on IG and unliked her story and unsent my message to her before it was seen. I felt so disgusted by my actions that I went to the bathroom and did the 2019 Joker dance after he killed someone. Now I want you guys to know that realization that hit me like a freight train is what's called post-nut clarity. Post-nut clarity is the immediate clear-mindedness or soberness an individual gains after release. It also refers to the phenomenon when an individual loses interest in a person after they have sex with them. A term mostly used by men, but women have gradually begun using it as well. I need you women to understand it's kind of like dealing with a werewolf. When a man is in that beast mode, he's hungry howling at the moon. His testosterone and hormones are going wild and he's out in the woods. But after he turns back human, he may not like where he ended up at, whether it's in a cave with a dead deer next to him or the bed with a woman who looks like John Travolta in Hairspray. Like when we are watching Marvel and you see Hulk out here smashing things to bits and going crazy, Bruce Banner at the end of the day has to deal with that collateral damage and shit. Now as a woman, you shouldn't feel away because this happens to every man. The only difference between some women is some will get a call back and some won't. And before you go and say, OMG, men are just horny dogs. Women often talk about hormones changing their behavior, whether they are pregnant or during their periods. So how can you be mad at us when being horny is a male testosterone hormone? The thing with post-nut clarity is we men start to decide if we can make peace with where we are. If you've been a good, kind-hearted person and we actually like you, then after turning back to the human form, we may like where we ended up, and that is when the relationship starts. But if you've been a bitch the whole time and been bullshitting and playing games, we are going to think to ourselves, man, I wasted all that time for this shit. A way to test it out is after sex, if we cuddle with you by our choice. Now guys, these hulks or werewolf forms have brought us to some very awkward places and situations. That girl could have seen my message and I would have ended up in some bullshit because I wasn't thinking straight. That's why I have to be grateful for those meditations. Meditation is like rebooting your thought when they are filled with junk and garbage. If it's been a while since you've been with a woman and you're about to go on a date, doing a meditation technique before the date can help relieve the stress, and you won't be as thirsty for the woman, that post-nut clarity will hit you and you will just see her as another human being. Now obviously too much of anything isn't good for you. I don't want you guys to think I'm telling you to whack the chicken until the dawn of time. What I want you to pick up from this is that sometimes whacking the chicken can save you from doing something you will regret later in life. Think with your head, not the head. Well, that will be all for today. If you have any topics you would like for the Don to help you with, be sure to leave a comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification, and like and share the video. I'm Dapper the Don, and have a good day.